If you hated my take on Tenet, I'm sorry because this one may make you even angrier. I don't really like Oppenheimer. For some reason, Tenet and Oppenheimer come as a pair in my mind. Tenet is the Nolan movie that makes you seem cool for defending it because it's become this hot contrarian pick, and Oppenheimer is the prestigious one that everyone feels obligated to praise. And look, I'm not saying people don't genuinely love these movies. I'm just saying there's some social media points to be scored by championing either one. And that annoys me because there's way better Nolan movies that won't get you any cred. When Oppenheimer came out, I didn't love it. But the praise was so overwhelming that I figured I must have missed something. I assumed I'd watch it again, discover what everyone else was seeing, and maybe change my opinion. Now that I've seen it twice, I think it's just not for me. Is it overrated? Maybe, but honestly, it might be a great movie. I just don't think it's telling the part of the story that I find interesting. The Trinity Test is incredible. The Manhattan Project is awesome. You can tell that's where Nolan comes alive as a filmmaker. But the movie spends an enormous amount of time asking me to care about things I simply don't. Security clearance hearings, cabinet appointment hearings, keeping track of who's testifying against whom, who currently holds what government position. It all feels like such small potatoes compared to, inventing the atomic bomb. And I think the movie would argue that those hearings matter because Oppenheimer's security clearance determined whether he'd have influence over America's future nuclear policy. That's obviously a huge stake, but it's also hypothetical. That's just pure speculation to say our world would be in a better place with nuclear weapons if Oppenheimer had retained his clearance. If that's not what the movie's saying, though, let me know in the comments. I may have misunderstood. It just feels like the creation of the bomb is a setup instead of the payoff. Maybe that's exactly why the movie doesn't connect with me. It's not because I think it's poorly made. It's because I don't think it's interested in the same story I am. And that's okay. Maybe in 10 years, I'll watch it again and finally see what everyone else sees. After all, time has changed my opinion on Interstellar, Dunkirk, Memento. Maybe it'll happen again here, but for now, this one's headed toward the bottom of my Nolan ranking.